Hey guys, Chicago injury lawyer Scott DeSalvo here, and in today's video, the topic is why you will almost always put money in your pocket if you hire a good personal injury lawyer. Okay? So what do I mean by oh, Scott, you're going to get in trouble. Isn't it unethical for a lawyer to promise that you're going to get money in an injury case? Aren't you the one always saying that you need complete information? Well, let me explain what I'm saying. I'm not promising that an injured person is going to get money no matter what in their injury case, okay? But this is what I will say. You are you got a very, very high chance of putting some money in your pocket in an injury case if you have a good personal injury lawyer. Why do I say that? Why do I say that? Well, listen, there's always the possibility that you lose at trial, or there's no offer, you go to trial, you lose. Bad facts come out, the insurance company lawyer goes out and hires, a bunch of medical witnesses who, basically destroy your case, right? That's always a possibility. If you get an NG, there's no money, right? If there's no settlement, you can't win at trial, then there's no money for you. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm also not talking about situations where, I've actually been called by clients in years past where lawyers handled their cases and got a crummy settlement, or they went to trial, got a crummy verdict, and the the client got almost nothing out of the case. So they went to trial, they did everything they were supposed to do, there was a verdict, and virtually no money for the client, which to me is crazy. Um, in in my office and in the office of good injury lawyers, if there is a money outcome, the client gets money. Period. Um, how I do that is I call the doctors and get them to reduce their bills. I negotiate any claims against the case, and if I have to take a loss on the case, I'll take a loss on the case. I've got friends of mine who are lawyers who tell me I should never do that, never cut your fee. Well, that's just not the world I live in, because I do represent some people with challenging cases or lower end cases, and I know going in that I may not make any money, or might have to take a haircut on my fee, right? Or I may just take a loss on the case. These things do happen. These things do happen. Thankfully, almost never. And that goes into the other thing. So what happens if a good personal injury lawyer, you get a free consultation, they listen to you, they answer your questions, they evaluate your case in a very initial way? Well, a good, experienced injury lawyer is going to be able to listen to that and honestly come away with an idea of what the chances are, and what are our chances to be in the money for this client, where we're going to be able to put some money in their pocket. See, handling a case yourself, you're not going to have the advantage of that. You can always call a lawyer for an initial free consultation and get their opinion, or call them during the pendency of your case and get an opinion, but they can't really give you a hard and a fast opinion on anything without really knowing what's what, right? And by what's what, I mean the details of your case. But a good attorney is going to be able to give you an initial idea. It's a good case. It's worth pursuing. And after all, I, as the lawyer, do all the work on the case for you. All you do is cooperate and provide me the information I need. The people at my office and myself do all the hard work, all the heavy lifting, all of the work on the case. So it's not like you're slaving away on the case. And remember, the lawyer only gets paid if he or she wins. So if they agree to take your case, it probably means that they believe that the case has a value. It has, you got a good chance of winning the case and getting some kind of money on the case. So keep that in mind. That's something for you to think about. Really, I guess the last thing I wanted to talk to you about is there are laws that require doctors. So let's say you go to trial on a case, your lawyer thinks it's worth more money, you get a bad jury, you get some bad rulings by the judge, things don't really go your way, and you end up with way less money than you and your lawyer were hoping for. There are, the trial judge still has jurisdiction in the case, which means it doesn't cost you any extra money for your lawyer to go to court and knock those bills down. And usually I don't have to do that. You'll occasionally deal with a medical provider where you have to do that, but I would say 99.5% of the time I'm able to pick up the phone, send them an email, write them a letter, combination of all three of those things, and I'm able to reduce the bills. And that's how I am able to get money in my clients' pockets even under tough circumstances. So in a nutshell, what I'm saying is the advantage of talking to a lawyer, a good lawyer who knows what he or she is doing, not a lawyer who does real estate closings and traffic tickets and tells you they can also handle your injury case. I'm talking about attorneys who actually handle injury cases for injured people and have experience doing it. Lawyers like that will be able to tell out of the gate, it's a great case, it's a good case, it's a case with some wrinkles that make it hard, or it's a case that's almost impossible to prove. They'll be able to give you an idea right out of the gate. And if they agree to take the case, that means, your chances of being in the money are good. And then once you're in the money, a good attorney knows how to negotiate, has a reputation with medical providers and other attorneys so that they don't waste our time. They know if they don't send me a reasonable number under the circumstances, I'll go to court. We'll bring it in front of the judge. And, the Common Fund Doctrine, the Healthcare Services Lien Act, and there's a law for attorney's liens as well. If you know how those go and you have motions ready to go like we do in my office, and you have a reputation for being fair but also being willing to go to court to prove the point, you'll end up with a better outcome with a lot of these folks, and they'll just say, okay, we know what you're telling us is true, and that's fine. Here's the deal. We agree, etc., etc. Okay? So that's why I'm saying, like, talking to an experienced, good injury lawyer who takes your case, you're almost always going to be in the money. Unless you lose the case or something catastrophic happens. But, I will tell you, I'm trying to think, I can tell you I've been doing this for 25 years or so. There is never, and I've represented thousands of people. There has never been a case in my office where an injured person, where we made money on a case, we got a verdict, a settlement, an arbitration award, a mediation agreement, where my client did not put money in their pocket. It's never happened in my office. I have heard of situations and gotten calls from clients where there's a money verdict, but the attorney says, oh, well, our case costs ate up the whole verdict, or our case costs ate up the whole settlement. Well, I don't know. I don't know that that's not legally ethical, but it doesn't feel right to me, and that's not the way we do it at my office. So anyway, good lawyer. If a good lawyer agrees to take your case and they really are good, it means at some point you're going to be in the money. How much money is going to depend on the things that we talk about in my other videos. How good is liability? How good, can we clearly prove that your problem is related to the accident or the crash or the dog attack or whatever it is versus some other medical condition that's causing you the problem? And how big and permanent are the damages? How big are the medical bills? What's your life outcome? Are you back to normal, or are you hurt really bad for the rest of your life? Or God forbid, was somebody killed? I mean, those are the sorts of factors that are going to drive the base value of the case. And then the rest of it, honestly, comes down to Is your attorney willing to hire and spend some money on the case and hire the experts they need to prove the case? And do they have the technical skill in the law and in front of a jury to bring home the bacon? So who you hire as your attorney does make a difference, in my opinion. So anyway, I'll wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Hope you and your family are well. If there's anything I can do for you, you can call me anytime, night or day, 24 hours, 24/7, 365. The phone always gets answered. It's 312-500-4500. And happy to answer your questions, or if you know somebody who needs representation, I'd appreciate it if you send them my way. So thanks so much for watching. You have a great day. Call me if you need anything or you have a question. Otherwise, take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. If you or anyone you know has been hurt in an accident and needs a lawyer, or even just has questions, give me a call anytime, day or night, at 312-500-4500. You can call me anytime, day or night, and the consultation is free. That's 312-500-4500. Or if you're not ready to talk to a lawyer, I made 2 great tools that really help people out that you can use for free on my website. The links are in the description. The first one is called the Case Cash Calculator, and it tells you what your case might be worth. The other is called the Good Case Calculator, and it tells you whether you might have a good case or you might have a case with some challenges. The best part is that they're 100% free to use on my website, and it only takes you 20 seconds flat to answer 7 multiple choice questions right off the top of your head. And then you get custom information about your particular injury situation fast and for free. So check them out, links in the description. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to my channel. I release 2 new videos every week, and this way you'll get notice of them. And if you have a question you'd like answered in a video, just leave a comment with your question in the comments section. Finally, if you enjoy my videos or if I've helped you in any way, I hope you'll consider doing me a favor. Injury law is a very competitive field, and I like having a small independent firm so I can help people who need it. People really rely on Google reviews when deciding who to hire, so I hope you'll consider leaving me a 5-star review on Google. It only takes a few seconds, but it's a favor to me that I would really appreciate. The link is in the description. You just go to that link, click 5 stars, say a kind word, hit submit, and you're done. Once again, I hope you and your family are well, and if anyone you know needs an injury lawyer or has questions, please send them my way by calling 312-500-4500. Thanks again for watching. Take care.